It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. And ladies and gentlemen, this week, Disco is back. Star Trek Disco is back. And if you like me, you love this. Now, some of you guys out there in cyberspace might be like, Disco? Oh, we don't really like that. Well, this is not for you then. But I don't know, maybe it is. Maybe you should give it a chance. Because this week, bro, this week in Disco, there was a connection back to the TNG days. When I say TNG, I'm talking about Star Trek The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard to be exact. There was something that went down in one of the episodes in the past that is connected to the current season of Star Trek Discovery, and I'm going to get into that. But first, a couple of things. I want to give a big shout out to Indonesia. Got some plays over in Indonesia this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Toraba in Indonesia. I love your country so much that I invested in it because I love your country so much. I thought it was so cool. So put a little bit of money up into there. Very cool. Very awesome. So thanks for listening. Appreciate guys' gratitude. And additionally, this episode is brought to you by the song called Oodles of Fun by me, the Captain Che Cortez, and Sun Tzu Cosmic. We just did a new track off our album Deep Minds, which is coming up in a couple weeks. So be on the lookout for Deep Minds, which is coming up. But for now, check out the track called Oodles of Fun by me and Sun Tzu Cosmic, rapping only the way we can rap, doing our unique rap delivery. He does the cosmic raps, I do my style raps, and it's like nothing you've ever heard in your life. So if you want to hear the song called Oodles of Fun by me and Sun Tzu Cosmic, check it out. I'll put the link below. Now, let's get on the podcast. And like I was saying, Disco is back and is connected to The Next Generation. And so in Star Trek The Next Generation, there was an episode called The Chase, where they find these people called the progenitors, and they're like the creators of like every race that's ever existed or something like that. They created everything, everybody. And apparently the secret to that creative power, I believe, is on the loose, and it's up to Starfleet to get it back. So Starfleet, Disco crew, they're under a red directive. They got to get this artifact or power or whatever it is, no matter what. They got to do whatever it takes to get it done. And that's what goes down in the first 2 episodes. Right? That's what's happening. A lot of action, a lot of fights, a lot of ships, a lot of warping, all types of stuff going down. But ladies and gentlemen, this is happening. But I also feel there's something else that's happening. I watched the 2 episodes, Red Directive and Under Twin Moons. And when I saw these 2 episodes, yeah, everything I told you is going down. That's true. But there's also another layer to it. As I was watching these episodes, I'm like, you know what's really happening here? There is a lot of love happening. They're like, Captain, what do you mean love happening? Well, there's Book and Michael. There's Saru and Tarina. There's Maul and Locke, right? There's also Gray's lady as well. I've heard her name, Gray's lady. The one that works with Stamets, right? And all these particular situations are showing aspects of love, relationships, connection, get a certain aspect. And as I watched the episode and saw the various styles of relationship and connection and love, part of me was like, bro, I want that. I would love to be Saru and have a lady like that. And even the villains, Maul and Locke. So yeah, Maul and Locke, they're villains. They're trying to take artifacts. They're trying to steal things. Oh yeah, whatever. But still the connection that Maul and Locke have, that ride or die love, is so magnificent to behold. And as I saw that, I'm like, I would love to have that. And there's a scene in one of the episodes. Saru had been offered this job and he was pondering. He's like, bro, I don't want to take this job because I got to move. I got to leave the ship, all this kind of thing. Because I don't know what to do. But then what happened is Saru went on a mission. And he did some things. When he got back to talk to Tarina, he was like, I made the decision about the job. He's like, okay, what's the decision? He's like, well, when I was on my mission, doing my mission thing, doing my work, being action Saru, when I was doing that, I just kept thinking about you, Tarina. I just kept thinking about you. You were on my mind. And because you were on my mind so much, that made the decision easy. I know what job I need to take. I know what job I'm taking. So he takes the job that make him closer to Tarina, right? Be closer to her because he thinks about her a lot. He loves this woman. And when I saw this, I'm like, bro, I so want that. Now, full disclosure, I'm being real with you guys. Lately, the captain's been talking to a lot more women than he normally does. Having communications, having talk. And I'm being real with you. Sometimes it does seem that these people are in my mind. I don't know. My turn into Saru. They're on my thoughts. It's real. It's just new territory for me. Because generally, I don't think like that. But I don't know. I've been having conversations, connections, talking, whatever. And they're sitting in my mind sometimes. I don't know what this means. What does it mean? Does it mean the captain's falling in love? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't even know how this works. But it's what's going down. And I do know when I see Tarina, and I see Saru, and I see Mo, and I see Lau, and I see what they got, I was like, I would like to have that. I really would. And ladies and gentlemen, there's all types of ways to live, right? I was having a conversation with one of my homeboys from back in the day. I ain't seen him in a while. I saw him like today, bro. We talking, having conversations, just talking, chopping it up, whatever, right? And I'm talking like, what have you been doing, bro? He's like, I'm just working, and after work, I'm laying pipe, bro. And I'm like, bro, that is fantastic, You out there just having fun, laying with ladies, having fun with ladies. It's cool. I've been there. I've done that, bro. It's fantastic. I'm happy for him. He's living his best life, bro. It's so cool, bro. I love it. I'm glad to hear he's doing well. And to be honest, he looked like he was doing well. He sounded like he was doing well. He sounded like he living his best life, and I'm so happy for him. But ladies and gentlemen, the captain's pipe laying days are over, bro. I laid the pipe back in the day, but now it's time for some new stuff. Now it's time for some Saru type vibe. I want that Saru, Tarina love. I want that lady to love. I want that Bonnie and Clyde. I want that Mullen Lock. What's I'm looking for. I see that as like I crave that. Laying pipe is fun. It's all good. I love it. It's good times, bro. But now it's time for a shift. I want that Star Trek love. Even what like Book and Michael used to have. They don't have it no more because they've been separated. And Book made a choice that really got on Michael's nerves. They were in real disagreement. And they've not been the same since, but they used to have a very strong, powerful connection. And I crave that, just slightly. I would like that, just a little bit. Yeah, you may be like, bro, you a simp? You just shimp? Nah, bro, it's not even simp, bro. There's nothing wrong with wanting to have a relationship with a woman despite what you see on the YouTube. You go down the YouTube rabbit hole and you be thinking like Saru, Tarina, that ain't gonna last. Monlock, that ain't gonna last. Them ladies gonna stab him in the back, bro. You might think that going down the YouTube rabbit hole. It is very possible. In space, maybe that will happen. Maybe down the line, what'll happen is turn into Michael and Book, and Saru will separate with Tarina. And Mo will separate with Locke. I don't know. But you know what? Just having that for a moment in time, experiencing that. It's gotta be magnificent. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. But that's what Star Trek made me think about this week. Seeing Star Trek Disco sparked the thoughts about relationships and women. In these episodes this week, we saw a lot of varying styles of relationship, expanding, contracting, right? We've got Saru, and we got Tarina, contracting, connecting. We got Buck and Michael who are separating. We got Maul and Locke who are deep in connection. So many varying ways of being in relationships. And as we watch these episodes, it should be interesting to see how these particular relationships play out. And I even talk about Stamets and the Doctor too. There's a little something there as well. So we get to see these varying stages of relationships, and it should be interesting to see how they play out. And additionally, it should be interesting what I can learn from these to see how I can apply that to my life. And what path shall the captain take? Now, one of these days, sooner or later, the captain gonna lay up with somebody. I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen sooner or later. I can't podcast for life, but sooner or later, the captain gonna hook up and get hitched. I don't want to say hitched in that way, but connect. And then what will happen next? Maybe I have him on the podcast. I don't think so. I don't know. But all I know is watching Star Trek Disco this week had me thinking about relationships, the different ways, stages, vibes of them. What I should do. What am I thinking about? It kind of reflected in my life a little bit. Me thinking about the women I'm thinking about. Like, oh, these women. Oh, they're in my mind. Yeah, you guys out there, bro. You're a simp, bro. We've been listening to these podcasts for years, bro. Come on, don't go down that road. We don't want to lose you, Captain. You gotta stay single, bro. You can't go that route. Don't get connected, bro. It's gonna change your life for the worse. I don't know. I saw Sexy Beast a couple months ago. And the same thing as Sexy Beast. I saw Sexy Beast and saw the couple on there like, I would like that. I don't know. I've been moving that way. I've been kind of moving towards wanting to get down like that. Find that love. Have some kids. Get a picket fence. Have a dog. Right? Dog in a minivan. This is just how I feel this week. Next week, I could be like my homeboy, be like, let's go lay some pipe. So, my mind, it just kind of evolves and changes depending on the day. I'm not in a fixed mindset with anything. If you've been listening to this podcast before, you might think like, bro, you contradict yourself all the time. Yes, because my ideas and thoughts evolve over time. They're not going to stay the same. They're not fixed. So, ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek Disco was fantastic. Now there was love, and there was a lot of action. There's a lot of ships, a lot of science, and a lot of that. Oh, wait, one other thing. One additional thing I do want to talk about that I did notice in Star Trek Discovery this week is problem solving. Let me get into that real quick. Yeah, I forgot about that, but let me get to that real quick at the end of this. So in the episode, when they were problem solving, the method they used to problem solve was just ask tons of questions. They were just asking tons and tons of questions. It happened over and over again in many of the scenes. They're trying to solve problems. They just kept asking questions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in my personal life, when I am attempting to solve problems or solve issues or figure things out, it's exactly what I do. I ask questions to myself, to AI, put them there. I think about them. I ask questions, think about them, and find answers. This is how I solve every problem for every situation, no matter what it is. I just go down the rabbit hole of questions to get to the answers to questions, to I can dive deep and solve the issues I'm trying to solve or enhance my life or whatever. It's through a series of questions. And in the episode, they did it magnificently as they're trying to solve problems and puzzles and things that came up. They just asked a bunch of questions over and over, just get with deep with questions. And ladies and gentlemen, I do this all the time. And ladies and gentlemen, I feel it's a good way to resolve any kind of issue you have about virtually anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Now you can do it in the air with yourself, talk it out, kind of brainstorm, talk it out, talk the questions out, try to find answers. Now I also like to use the AI tool on it to go down rabbit holes and try to find solutions to what I'm trying to get to. And this works for virtually everything I do. Whatever it is I'm trying to figure out, I just ask tons of questions, try to get the answers to those questions to get where I'm trying to go and to solve the problem I'm trying to solve and try to figure things out. I've done it over and over again, and it seems to work fine for me, right? And in Star Trek Disco, you see them do it in real time, right? They're solving problems. They're trying to solve issues. They're just asking questions, asking computer questions, they ask each other questions, they're just asking questions, and they resolve the problem doing this. And if you're not already doing it, I hope you are, but maybe you're not. And if you're only doing like one or two questions, go deep in the questioning till you get the answers you are looking for. And you know what? When you do this, you might not like the answers, but you probably get closer to the true answer that you're looking for. So ladies and gentlemen, Star Trek Disco, like all the other Star Treks, are always showing me ways to improve my life, maybe think about different things, think about love, think about questions, think about creations of the universe. Like there's so many questions that get raised when I watch Star Trek. And this week, the main thing was love. Also with, how to solve problems. So yeah, if you have not seen Star Trek Disco, I highly recommend you check it out. It is dope. Don't be concerned with what those critics say. They don't matter. Watch it, judge it for yourself. You probably won't be disappointed. It's good, it's positive, it's very uplifting, it's empowering. So, check it out. And until next time, we'll see you. Believe and act as if it were impossible to fail. Charles F. Kettering. Until next time, this is Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.